colleagues. Good morning, namaskar, and greetings. On behalf of Team Gov Connect and Eventalist, I extend a very warm welcome to all our distinguished dignitaries and guests and distinguished speakers at Ignite 2021 What Next? Ignite 2021 is a mega virtual conclave that starts from today, that is February 3rd, 2021, and the journey continues till February 6th, 2021. We are pleased to announce and bring to you a 4 days mega virtual conclave that aims to focus on four segments: small and medium enterprises, SMEs, banking, financial services, and insurance, that is BFSI. Our day three track is digital transformation, and our day four, that is the last day of the track, is smart and safe cities. So, SME, BFSI, digital transformation, and smart and safe cities are all under the umbrella of Ignite 2021 What Next? The rationale for taking up these four segments is very simple and pertinent in today's context. As we have witnessed a radical paradigm shift in our approach and thoughts towards addressing the challenges for making the world smarter, inclusive, and futuristic. In the light of the pandemic situation, it is pertinent to discuss, brainstorm, and a dialogue on our future course of actions as one global community. Additionally, over a period of time, we have come a long way in mobilizing these communities, and we genuinely feel that there is a need for all of us as stakeholders and as a community of practices to create a roadmap for these sectors in concrete terms in the age of technology, communications, information for a progressive society and as a progressive society. Ignite 2021 shall witness high-powered and brainstorming sessions represented by policymakers, government functionaries, thought leaders, industry leaders, think tanks, startups, SME leaders, academia, and we have designed the What Next theme for all these four sectors around our stakeholders. So it's a multi-stakeholder forum, and we invite a lot of comments, a lot of input, feedback for all the sessions that are going to take place in the days to come. With 108 speakers and 20 plus session and across pan India, not only India, we have guest speakers from outside India, from Bangladesh, from other country also. We promise to deliver unique and very highly interactive content, an open forum, and very enriching experience about us. Well, we are a niche media platform that works towards bringing the thought leaderships also around various government agenda towards a better, inclusive, and better future. And that's how we will define ourselves, and that's how we would like to position ourselves. Today, the day one is a track on small and medium enterprises. What next? As we all know, this SME segment is a very significant contributor to the economy of any country. The Indian MSME, that is micro, small, and medium enterprises, is the backbone of our economy, Indian economy. The sector contributes about 29% towards GDP through its national and international trade, generating employment for about 110 million people. The major advantage of the sector is its employment potential at a low capital cost. While the Indian MSMEs are striving to do good, better, and we hope that we will have a better future, and the government is also trying its level best to make it a very sustainable sector. There are certain challenges that the MSME segment is grappling with, at least in the Indian context. A, the repayment capacity of SME units, new manufacturing issue, and third would be the workers' income. The government of India has put in massive efforts towards strengthening the sector, announcing Atmanirbhar Abhiyan. Our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi declared a financial package of INR 20 lakh crore, which is equivalent to 10% of the Indian GDP. And this package shall play a seminal role in rehabilitation and revival of the pandemic hit India's economy, paving the way for long-term sustainability and profitability of the SMEs, MSME sectors. India currently is working to achieve higher economic growth. Job creation through innovative initiatives is today's priority. Many SMEs have defined their business models in the current situation we have seen, including us. SMEs have redefined their business models, realigned supply chains, and they have started manufacturing also, which is a concern, which is a great concern for the Indian MSME sector. There has been increased digitalization and businesses have embraced electronic payments. SMEs community is becoming increasingly cashless and is moving on a digital platform for trade and commerce. We have interesting line of speakers for today SME track. There are four panels that we have. The first panel discusses the future generation or the noble technologies, innovation and security, and with the interesting line of speakers that we have, the leaders that we have from the SME segment. We have one more panel where the panel is all about CEOs coming together and creating some actionable agenda points for 2021 and beyond. We will discuss it as we go along the day. The panel 3 is a SME CTO 2021 wish list. There we wish to discuss the processes, performance, progresses, and we call out some actionable recommendations that we can perhaps look forward to as a set of guiding principles. We could not have concluded the last session of the SME track without talking about the challenges and opportunities that we are facing in this pandemic and the post-pandemic time period, and how we are going to have some smart solutions to help address the situation or to move forward. With this, I invite our first speaker, guest speaker, to talk about the role of SME towards making India Atmanirbhar. We have a very senior government official from the government of Telangana who is as passionate about the industry and commerce and MSME sector, and his love for or his commitment for information technology, electronics, communication is also known to all of us. Please welcome Sri Jayesh Ranjan, Principal Secretary, Department of Industry and Commerce, and he also leads the Department of Information Technology, Electronics and Communications as Principal Secretary. Sir, I welcome you. Sri Jayesh Ranjan, over to you. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Jayesh Ranjan. I'm the Principal Secretary for IT and Industries here in Telangana government. And I'm delighted to have been given this chance to interact with all of you. My greetings to all the other panelists, attendees, invitees. This is a theme which is of tremendous relevance to all of us in our current times. As you know, this is the time when our new budget has come, and there is so much of optimism about the new announcements, the stimulus, the support which national government is giving to different sectors of the economy. And simultaneously, while the vaccination program is going on in good speed in different parts of our country, different parts of the world, it is only a matter of time that we see the end of this pandemic. And therefore, all of us need to start focusing on what kind of economic recovery we should need to prioritize and we should need to focus on. Now, as all of us know, while different sectors of the economy, different sectors of the society have been impacted by the pandemic, one sector which has faced the largest brunt of this pandemic has been our MSME sector. Not to say that the large companies have not suffered. In certain verticals, regardless of whether you are large or small, the impact has been very, very adverse, very severe. But the advantage of large companies is that they have deep pockets, they can withstand, and once things become normal, they can bounce back easier. But MSMEs find it very, very difficult to withstand beyond a period of time, and obviously their ability to bounce back is also severely compromised. Therefore, we should make use of the opportunities, the stimulus, the huge amount of government spend that is happening to ensure that MSMEs come back into the full economic cycle of production as quickly as possible, because they, as all of us know, contribute very vitally to the country's GDP, to the country's employment, and to the economic vibrancy. Now, apart from other things, for instance, even during the pandemic, during the peak of the pandemic also, our national government, state governments, we had announced some immediate relief measures for the MSME sectors. All of you would be aware that a emergency credit guarantee scheme was announced for MSMEs, and I'm happy to share that many MSMEs from Telangana also benefited from it. Similarly, the state government here in Telangana, we have given them waivers and exemptions on certain kinds of statutory payments that they have to make. For example, the entire property tax has been deferred for this year till March 21. Similarly, because of the lockdown, the electricity charges that they were expected to pay, there is something which is called the minimum electricity charges. Whether you run the industry or not, that minimum demand is always put on you. We have waived all that, and various other similar benefits have been created. So temporary relief has been provided both through Government of India and through the state government. But obviously that is not enough. And as the name indicates, it is only a temporary relief. Much more needs to be done to ensure that they are able to stand on their own feet. And amongst the other alternatives, various other alternatives which has been thought about them, one very important one is digitalization. And as I said, I occupy a very unique position in the sense that I'm the industry secretary and I'm also the IT secretary. And therefore, I see the confluence of IT and industry quite dynamically. And therefore, I strongly feel that digitalization will be one very important aid or one very important tool to assist the economic recovery of MSMEs in the post-COVID scenario. Now, what do we mean by digitalization? What are the digitalization tools? How do we make these digitalization tools accessible and affordable and widespread is an important point to kind of get into. So I'll spend the next maybe a minute or a couple of minutes discussing some of these points. So obviously, if you look at the entire chain of activities which an MSME indulges, right from procuring raw material to processing, to storing, to delivering, and having an oversight over this entire process, over this entire chain, you will see that all these activities are currently undertaken in different ways. Most of the ways are manual, and it is possible to pinpoint that which of these processes can be automated, what kind of digital solutions are there. So when you, for example, get stuff, your raw material from the suppliers, how do you maintain your inventories? How do you manage your inventory? What is your inventory cycle? We find that little bit of digitalization, little bit of automation in these kind of activities provides enormous amounts of efficiency to the MSME. Not only its costs goes down, but wastage also comes down. So sometimes just because you don't have the wherewithal to track all these things, you order unnecessary inventory. So obviously, not only you pay for more inventory than is required, that inventory also blocks valuable space. You have to rent sometimes that space, which you could have avoided. So it's a wasteful expenditure, so to say. And if you look at the other cycles of the production, you can come across similar opportunities where digitalization is going to be of tremendous value to you and help you cut your costs and also maximize your profits. So in Telangana, what we have done is that we have identified a few important sectors which has a large presence of the MSME players. And again, we have got some consultants who have studied the entire production process and who have been able to pinpoint that these are the processes which can be digitalized. We have also been able to get in touch with a large number of solution providers, product developers, technology companies to find out which are the solutions that are readily available to tackle this kind of a situation. And again, we have found that quite a few solutions are available, which are low cost, which are easy to understand. We have also embarked through the government an initiative to build capacities of the MSME. See, I also should be honest with you and frank with you. I recall few years ago there was a report, there was a study done and a report published as an outcome of that study about the nature of digital engagement of MSMEs. And the report had pointed out that a large majority of MSMEs in Telangana, in and around Hyderabad, that is, they do not even have a basic email ID. So what to talk about rest of digitalization activities? Even the very first or the very basic step of having an email is not available to them. So we do realize that MSMEs need to cover lots of ground, and most of the times it is only a matter of mindset. It is not that creating an email ID is a Herculean task, or MSMEs don't have the capacity to create a mail ID and do subsequently other kinds of digital activities. But most of the times we realize that it is a matter of mindset. Many MSMEs, as we see, are run by people who are slightly kind of older generation, and many of them do not have very high levels of education. And these are mental barriers that they think are preventing them from getting into the digital world. Their belief is that only those who have studied very further, and those who are very up to date with technology, those who are very savvy with technology, only such people have a space in the digital world. And obviously, that is not true, because some of these things, how do you run a simple ERP or a software like Tally, etc., etc. These are all very basic things, but you need to kind of take away that mindset and also handhold them, train them in these kind of basic applications. So that again is a very important responsibility that we have tried out. And the last thing which I want to share is that all this work has been done by partnering with MSME associations in Telangana, in Hyderabad. MSMEs are members of different kinds of associations. There are vertical associations also. So, for example, people who are into plastic manufacturing, they have their own association, and various other verticals have their own association. So we have been able to get a very good buy-in and cooperation and support from these associations, and we have been able to unleash various kinds of digital opportunities, which eventually will be of tremendous benefit to our MSMEs. So I do hope that the message of digitalization as a very important recourse to MSMEs problems which came across during the pandemic, and the opportunity to make a fast economic recovery. Let this conference bring this message forward, and there are lots of success stories which people can pick up in different sectors. So I do hope that we will have rich discussions around this theme, and something very practical and useful will come out of it. Thanks very much once again for inviting me and making me a part of this event.
Thank you so much, sir. And we look forward to take your leadership vision address forward across the day and across the Ignite 2021 conference also. And we would love to share the action points, the recommendation points that are culled out and drawn out, and we'll be happy to share that with you also. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Thank you so much. It's an honor. Thank you.